Morning, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss a bit about GLP-1, glucagon-like peptide 1, which is one of the protein or hormone which helps in improving satiety, reducing risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes, right? And it's in a lot of GLP-1 medications and, are being used to these medications are being used to regulate your control your blood sugar levels and, reduce weight and lot of these things, right? Metabolic health and one of them is really Ozempic, but I'm not going to talk about Ozempic much, but just give you a video about GLP-1. GLP-1 again is an hormone which is secreted by uh, microbial byproduct, which is acetate, right? Again, and which is the essential short chain fatty acid, beneficial short chain fatty acid, right? And uh, we all know that microbiome play a role in energy extraction and absorption expenditure, right? And as a result of metabolizing a lot of metabolizing a lot of fiber, these bacteria releases short chain fatty acids such as bitrate, acetate, propionate, and acetate is one of these things which releases your GLP-1 again. So GLP-1, how it is activated? There's a receptor what we call as which binds to GLP-1, right, and which is actually activates this, right, and consider this, it's like a button. This protein or this receptor is a button which makes you feel full in the brain, right, and GLP-1 is a finger which presses that button, right, and Ozempic is actually a synthetic sort of button which presses it, right, so which essentially, we know now microbiome has a role to play in secretion of GLP-1, right? And uh, if microbiome is imbalanced, probably we may end up gaining weight, and if we are going for fat diets, high protein diets, calorie deficit diets, or thinking doing too much of workout will help you lose weight. You're wrong. You don't understand your biology, right? Uh, Second thing is again, we know there's certain microbes produces GLP-1, but there are certain microbes which if expresses virulence genes, right, or a specific protease, like there's a bacteria called Enterococcus Facealis. If it releases a specific protease or GEI1, right, it can degrade GLP-1 and it can make you uh, gain weight, right? So essentially, it is also important to understand not if SLS is there, but also if it is, if you're feeding with certain foods, right, which is making ephysalis, express certain genes, which is degrading GLP-1, right, and again that can lead to type 2 diabetes and obesity, right. So essentially, there's a really need to understand, which microbes are there, what they are doing, what they are producing, what genes they are expressing, how it is, what byproducts is being produced, right. Uh, so again, so that is one other important aspect to understand is that uh, if you're taking Ozempic, probably you can replace it with I'll not say replace it, but I'm not going to talk too much about Ozempic right now because the focus of this talk is basically to to discuss more about the biology behind it. So I just want to impress upon a fact that olive oil has a much beneficial role in activating GLP-1, right? Than some complex carbs, and uh, there are certain bacteria in the gut which can metabolize oleic acid in the olive oil into a beneficial byproduct that can activate GLP-1, right? So you need to understand again your gut microbiome comes plays a role here, right? And olive oil, if you're consuming a lot of olive oil and if you have this bacteria active, which is actually doing this function of converting oleic acid into a beneficial metabolite, which can lead to secretion of GLP-1, probably you'll be doing well to manage your metabolic health, right? So even if you're taking GLP-1 medications, right? Uh, the effectiveness of these medications depends upon your gut microbiome, right? There are certain bacteria in the gut one active, such as Bacteroides dori and Roseberry and a lot of other species, which can improve the effectiveness of GLP-1, right? And it can actually reduce LPS production and reduce risk of intestinal permeability. On the other hand, there are certain bacteria that actually like Protella copri, if they can, they're activating virulence genes, which can actually, uh, uh, probably, not, reduce it may not uh, impact, or it may determine to the effectiveness of GLP-1 medications, right? So even if you are on a weight loss journey, type 2 diabetes, you're taking Ozempic or you're taking certain medications, right? Probably first thing you need to understand your biology, you need to understand whether you have the right set of microbes active, expressing right genes which are leading to production of certain metabolites, which is activating GLP-1, right? If you don't have probably effectiveness of these drugs, if you're taking, is also depend upon the function of these microbiome, probably a certain microbiome, if expressing virulence genes or virulence factors such as protease, GEI1 can degrade, GLP-1 or hormone can lead to type 2 diabetes and obesity, right? And again, certain microbe function effectiveness is, functions in the microbiome determine the effectiveness of these drugs, right? So essentially, you really need to understand, the function of the microbiome, not which microbes are there, right? What genes they are expressing, how the expression of genes activating certain pathways, which is either producing good things or bad things, which are either giving you good metabolites, which is stimulating the production of GLP-1, or probably which is creating certain bad metabolites, which can lead to high LPS production, which can lead to TMA production, which can increase your risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes, right? Uh, so that's it for today. I'm going to share research papers around it, the connection of Enterococcus facialis with the degradation of GLP-1 hormones, right? And also, this is really, really important to understand. Do not fall for these medications without fixing your biology, without understanding your biology. That's it for today. Have a great day. Thank you very much.